Hello, welcome to this course. My name is Lucy Choma Anyangolu, and on this course, we'll be treating before you start an agribusiness. We'll be considering things you should actually know or things you should put in place or questions you should ask yourself before you start any agribusiness. Before now, I expect you to know what an agribusiness is, but I'll give a rough overview. An agribusiness is any business that gives you money selling or using any agricultural related product. This has to do with from farming services, this has to do with processing or giving other value added services like copywriting, selling product, physical product, anywhere you are and from wherever you start from. So in this course, we'll be addressing the considerations before selecting and starting agribusiness. If you don't know about the agricultural businesses that are available, I would strongly advise that you take the course on business opportunities in agriculture. This course is going to expose you on the various business opportunities that are available. From where you now pick the agribusinesses that interest you, can come on to this course and then make your selection for the best agribusiness for you. Before you start an agribusiness, you even need to know the opportunities that are available. See, you don't just wake up and say, I want to start an agricultural business. Okay, poultry is interesting you, good. But is that just the only opportunity? So that is why it is important for you to take the course on business opportunities in agriculture. So go look for that course on agridemy.com.ng and learn all you can about agribusiness opportunities. In that course, you're going to see all the opportunities that are available from the point where someone conceptualizes owning an agribusiness to the end point where the food gets into our mouth. So you're going to see various agribusiness opportunities. So if you think that the only business you can start now is like poultry farming, or maybe you think the only agribusiness you can start is a fish farm, or you think the only agribusiness you can start now is maybe maize farming, then you might as well be wrong, because on that course, you are going to see so many opportunities. From the feedbacks you already have on that course, like there's nobody who takes that course and wants to come back to be like, oh, so I didn't know that this was a business. So I didn't know that this business is even possible. Also, I didn't even know that opportunities like this exist and I'm good with it. So that is why it is important you know the agribusiness available. Now, to successfully achieve the aim of this course, you need to have a list of the agribusiness ideas you're interested in. So that is why I referenced it that you should make sure you take the agribusiness opportunity course to learn better. So at the end of each consideration, so you're going to be writing out the business that resonates with you. So this is a very practical course. So that is why I need you now to bring out your pen and write out all those agribusiness opportunities that are ideas that interest you. Write them out because we are going to be walking through them in this course. Now, at the end of the course, look out for the repetitive business ideas that appear. So how it's going to work is that we are going to be taking 10 considerations. And after each consideration, there are questions I will ask you. So the answers, the agribusinesses that come to your mind in answering that question are the ones you are going to pick up. So at the end of the course, so by the time we've gone through the 10 different considerations, you will realize that some businesses appeared in like fulfilled like 6 or 7 or 8 considerations. And it means that that business is actually right for you. So, but if at the end of the day you finish doing these things, like, and you realize that there was no business that fell into this consideration, move into the next consideration. So I believe that by the end of this course, the repetitive business ideas are actually the best ideas for you. So if you're struggling with what agribusiness to start, then this is the right course for you. So get your pen and paper. I'll give you some seconds to get your pen and paper. Just pick up your pen, pick up your paper, write out all those your agribusiness. It is time to get to work. The first consideration before starting any agribusiness is your mind. It's your mind. Like, if you have a positive mind, it will spread across your business. So no matter the agri business you want to start, the first thing you should consider is what's your mind telling you about this business. Okay, there's a typical example we have on the screen here. It said agri business, especially as regards to production, is the redefinition of entrepreneurship. This is because you have to start and build something new. So is your mind made up to actually build something new, start something new? Is your mind telling you you would fail? See, if your mind is telling you you would fail, then don't do it. If your mind is telling you that, hey, this thing I'm about to do, I'm not going to be so perfect at it, then please rethink them. So begin to go through your mind. Which particular agri business does your mind tell you you will be good at? Write them down. Because like the businesses you have the positive mind about are the businesses that you're going to give your best. Like, because your mind controls your every actions, you're going out and you're coming in. So if your mind is not focused on that business, I bet you are going to tilt away by the time the challenges in that business hits you. So it is very, very good you work on your mind. So now get back to your worksheet and look at all those agri business and go to a fresh page and write your mind, what your mind tells you. Now, under your mind, list out from those agribusiness you actually selected, which of these one is your mind actually telling you now? Like, as you're listening to me, which agribusiness is your mind telling you is the best business for you? Which agribusiness is your mind telling you this is the best for you? Which agribusiness is your mind telling you is the perfect one for you? That is the agribusiness I want you to write under there. So I'll give you time. Remember, it's about your mind. Think through, relax. You don't even need to go deep. Like, as you're listening to me now, that idea is coming to your face. It's dancing all over you. It's singing. It's ringing bell. It's talking to you. Like, what is it telling you? Is it telling you, do this, do this? What's that this? What's the this? It's telling you. Please write it down. Write it down. So the second considerations you need at this point is your pocket. See, because having business is a process business, you have to be sure about the amount you have for the business. See, if you want to go into production business, the capital you need is different from somebody who wants to go into processing. It's different from somebody who wants to go into a service-based business. I'll give you an example. Now, someone who wants to go into a production business has to think about land. The person also has to think about the possibility that is there money to buy seeds? The person has to think about staffing. Who is he going to employ? So all these things has to do with your money. Like, it has to do with your money. Now, for someone who wants to go into processing, you start knowing that, okay, if you want to go into flour processing, then you have to start asking yourself that you need at least a blender. If you don't need a blender, is there somebody who grinds very close to you? How much is the cost for blending? Now, if you're into service-based business, you start asking yourself, how much do I have to spend on ad? How much data cost do I need to be online? Because that's where I'm going to meet these people. Do I need to travel? Do I need to go and visit locations of various agri-business to tell them about my services? If you're into product marketing, do you want a physical product market space or do you want a virtual market space? If you want a virtual market space, then you can actually start from Instagram, you can start from Facebook. Then as you grow, you can now begin to think about building a website. Or do you want to go straight into building a website? See, this is what I mean by your pocket. Now, how much do you have? With the money you have and with the requirements I have just explained, what business resonates with you? So go to the next page and talk about this. So go to the next page and talk about this. Go to the next page and talk about this. Let's get it. So your pocket, what businesses is your pocket telling you you should do? The third consideration you should look out for is your location. Yes, your location. Your location, which in turn relates also to the access to market and early adopters, is important for every business owner. Example, say student area, availability of land, an old retiree estate in town, soilless farming are better, especially in place dominated by the elites. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that before you start an agribusiness, where are you located? So you cannot be telling me you want to start a soilless farm business and you're located in town. You're located in the village. Please, who wants to buy? In fact, these people would have a different perspective to whatever you're doing. I'll give you another example. You cannot be in a place that is very close to market and then you tell me you want to start a personal shopping business. Because market is accessible, so why should people patronize you? Now, you cannot be living in a place where everybody there is middle class and you begin to tell them you want to be cooking for them. These people don't need who will cook for them. In fact, they want to cook for themselves so that they can save money. Now, if you're in a student area, then you are beginning to tell me that you want to be selling bags of rice. I know that you have a problem because your location will not help you. You want to go into massive rice sales in bags for students. No. That's very wrong. Now begin to look at all those agri businesses you have. What location do they thrive on? What location do they thrive on? Is there a location where it is easy for you to see your first customer in 24 hours? Or is there a place where you have to struggle to convince people that your business is actually right? Now, if your business is a service business or the kind of agri businesses you're interested in is virtual business, the question you start asking yourself is, where am I popular? What kind of people know me online? If it's family members that know you online, you know that all this bulk agribusiness will work for you. If you know so many people who are middle class people, you know that selling snacks is not something that will go well with them. Do you understand? If you're in a location virtually, like the people you have in your virtual space are mostly farmers, then you know that if you start selling seeds online, you are going to make money because you have that customer, your location supports your business. So you're on Instagram, you're very popular on Instagram, and Instagram is the location of your business. And you begin to check that, you realize that 90% of people who follow you are women, and you want to start selling essential oil, you want to start doing essential oil processing business. You know that you are going to sell because your location has your customers. So go back to your worksheet now and begin to ask yourself, put your location. What agribusiness is your location favoring you? Now, another thing I want you to think about here is, after writing this down, is ask yourself, which agri product is in demand in your location? What agricultural product is scarce in your location? Begin to write it down. What agricultural product is scarce in your location? It might not even be in your list of agribusiness. The beautiful thing about this is, even while you're thinking about this, you're listening to me, more ideas are coming into your head. Feel free to write all of them down. No idea is a waste. The way this course is positioned is that by the end, you will find yourself. So feel free, allow the creative juices to flow, allow them to flow. Think through, write them down. So we've been able to address location as a consideration. Now, the next consideration we are going to be looking at is your purpose of interest. Now, you see, a whole lot of people start agribusinesses for different reasons, and they're interested in agribusiness for different reasons. So, an example, if your purpose is quick money, then you should focus on short-term businesses. If your purpose is to provide food, you should work with products that are daily needs. And if you want to end hunger, you should build global related businesses. So what's your purpose? Is your purpose to make quick money? You want quick money in the agricultural sector? Then what you should be doing, if you want to go into production, is going to production that takes you 2-3 months to get to maturity. You want quick money. Quick money. Layers farming is not the kind of business you should actually be thinking about, because layers farming is not going to give you quick money. You're going to raise this bed before you now start laying egg. You want quick money. You will not tell me that you want to go and start farming rubber. You want to go and start farming coconuts. It's not quick money. These are things that are going to take a very long time to come. So your purpose will directly affect the grit during the times when the expected is not the reality. So when what you're not expecting becomes your reality, your purpose of interest is what comes to play there. So begin to ask yourself, why are you interested in agriculture? If it's for quick money, look for what business. Look at those your businesses. What are those businesses that you know that in 1 month you can sell off? All things being equal. That's the word. All things being equal, you can sell off. You can start and finish. Processing is quick money. You can process and package. But there are some processing that are not quick money. Something like smoothie business. If you don't sell your smoothie that day, you're lost. You also have to look at, okay, daily need. You want to be selling every day. So what's that everyday business? Snacks. But remember, in the point of location, you also have to think, are you close to schools? Are you close to marketplaces? Are you close to where people are? Your purpose of interest is what comes to play here. You want to end hunger. You have so much money. You want to build build a business that is going to like solve global problems. You start thinking global problem businesses. They will take time. I'm not saying the other form of businesses don't give you global relevance, but I'm saying if you want to start for global relevance, that's because maybe you're working and your work is giving you so much money, and you actually want to build a business that's going to solve the problem of the world, change Nigeria and change Africa. Your purpose of interest is different. It means any business you stick to, you're going to last long in it. But if you're somebody that the reason why you want to start an agribusiness is that you want to make money, please look out for it. You want to start agribusiness as a side business, is a purpose. So if it's as a side business, then you're also going to be looking for agribusiness that does not need you readily available. Don't go into animal farming. So now go to the next page, right? Your purpose of interest. Now, first of all, the thing I want you to write is, why do you want to start agri business? Why do you want to start agri business? You write it out. Why do you want to start agri business? Write it out. When you've addressed why you want to start agri business, like just be very free to yourself. Like you're trying to discover yourself. So nobody should make you feel bad about it. You shouldn't even feel bad about telling yourself the truth. What's your purpose? Now you understand your purpose. Now, which of these businesses that you have listed out aligns with your purpose, or which agri business comes to your mind in respect to your purpose? Like with what you've heard from me as you're listening to me. So, what agri business aligns with your purpose of interest? Write it out. Write it out. Yes, I want you to write it out. I want to take a chill break, like think through everything that has been said, think through everything that you have written, confirm, are you really in line? At this point, you see, you've talked about four considerations, and after these four considerations, you realize that some agri businesses are coming to your mind. So that is why this is a blank sheet. On this blank sheet, start writing about the other businesses that were not in your list before that are now suddenly in your list. Like their businesses that are coming to your mind as you were listening to me. Like these businesses, start writing them. Think through it now. What agri business is coming to your mind? What agri business do you think you can start? Write it. So at this point, you are refurbishing your list of agri business of interest. So those agri businesses you had interest in, like you are updating it, update it more, update it. So take this time to update it. Take this time to update it. Think through it. Ask yourself, what's that business? Okay, so I think egusi is scarce. Okay. I think if I start selling poultry now, there are plenty of hotels around. They'll buy my chicken. Okay. Maybe if I start supplying snails to all these hotels, I'm going to make so much money. Like it's time to start thinking through those ideas, those businesses that come into your mind. I'm sure you have done a good job here. I want to congratulate you. So the fifth agricultural business, the fifth consideration is your time allocation. See, the time given to a long-term business is different to the one given to a short-term business. And your time is money. If you're trying to start a side hustle, then you shouldn't be looking for agribusinesses that require your time 100% before you can execute. You shouldn't be looking for agribusiness that requires short, long term, long time, or a long process to finish up. But if you're trying to run a full-time business, then you can begin to take up agribusinesses that need at least 10, 15 hours of your time. So there's an example we have. If you cannot dedicate a very long time, farming shouldn't be for you. Career and working class are better positioned for agribusiness beyond farming, including students. A rare situation where there are funds, you can employ staff. If you know you can employ staff to run these things, good. Then you can go ahead and run long-term businesses. But if you know staffing is going to be an issue, it's going to be an issue for you, you're going to struggle with looking for staff, you don't really have the money to pay them. So your time allocation is very, very important. Now look at all those agribusinesses you've written down and begin to ask yourself, which of these agribusiness will give me the time I want? Which of this agribusiness will give me the time I want? If more agribusiness are coming to your head, feel free to always add them up. You can't beat yourself. That's the beauty of the course. Like the more you listen, the more ideas are coming to your head. So your time allocation, begin to ask yourself like this time, was that, which business actually is good? Can I fit in? Do I need a long-term business? Do I need a short-term business? So these ideas I have in my head, which of them is long-term, which of them is short-term businesses? So which one do I think that the process is going to take me time? What business is coming to your head as you were thinking about time and location? What business was telling you, it's going to be the best? Write it out. Yes. Now, the next consideration is how you can start. How you can start. See, it's important for you to know that for every business you're choosing, you have to be very, 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 very informed about them. So your selection of every business should also be dependent on how you can start. So how you can start will help you run. But to run on the road you understand. How you can start helps you run, but run on the road you understand. See, if you don't understand an agri business, you begin to know that okay, you need to learn about this agri business. So how can you start learning about this agri business? Are you someone that is your business the agri business you have? Is it something that we need you to learn on WhatsApp class? Is it something you need a physical training? Is it something an online course can do for you? Is it something an ebook can do for you? Is it something that a workbook can do for you? Is it something a coaching program will do for you? Is it something that a group mentorship will do for you? Is it something that going on farm tours will do for you? So how can you start? Like, which is the best way you like to start your agri business? It helps you understand because if you have to make sure that you are running in a road you understand. At this point, I want you to also go back and look at what you are doing and ask yourself, am I enjoying this? Like, are there more ideas coming to my head? Am I not totally informed about this agri business? It's fine if you're not informed about the agri business you want to start. Just think through. Think through. How do you want to learn this agri business? On how you can start. Write out the ways you're going to learn an agri business. Do you want to learn with a WhatsApp training? Do you want to learn with a coaching program? Write which way of learning is of interest to you. It's very, very important you know that. The seventh consideration is your knowledge and experience. You see, the knowledge and information you have is a major determinant of the business growth. And until a major gap is filled, the business wouldn't grow well. And the experience you need in starting a farm is higher than the one needed in starting processing on a small scale. But actions are better. See, the truth is, before you start up any agri business, it's important to know what your level of knowledge and experience. Now, your knowledge and experience, I know mean by number of years, but it's by in-depth of knowledge and experience. So there are people who have been in the sector for 1 year, but the experience they have is not as somebody who has been doing it for 10 years. Then there are people who have not run a farm, but the experience they have working with people who have farm has covered their knowledge and experience gap. So The information and knowledge you have about an agri business is what is going to really help you. You don't have, if you're at this point where you don't have knowledge and experience about the agri businesses you have in your head, begin to ask yourself, which of these agri business do you want to secure knowledge for? Write it down. Which of these agri business is something that, okay, you are willing to go and pay to go and learn. You're willing to pay to learn how to run this agri business. Write it down. Which is the agri business that, okay, you're willing to pay for a coaching call. You're willing to speak with agribusiness coach to help you plan the business. Which of that business do you know that you're willing to go and look for knowledge and experience? Then that is one point of your answers. Then another point of your answer, begin to analyze which agribusiness do you even have knowledge and experience in. So maybe you have experience in marketing, you have experience in coaching, and you want to go into food businesses, you have experience in processing, you have experience in farming. These are critical factors you should consider. If you don't have experience, then it means that at this point you should be thinking about which one do you want to actually go and get experience in. But if you have answers to these two questions, feel free to think the same thing, because experience is what makes you grow. The experience you have, the exposure, the knowledge and information is going to determine the success of your business. So it's important you have this. The eighth consideration is your learning form. You see, how you assess knowledge and ensure retentivity is vital for the business you need to start. See, if you remember through reading, then look for books. If you learn with what happens around you, you need a physical training. If you remember from what you see, an online course is better for you. If you prefer group learning, join a coaching group. Because you constantly need knowledge. You constantly need knowledge. Now begin to ask yourself, what agribusiness do I want to start? And from this agribusiness I want to start, which of the learning form would I want for it? So another lovely thing you can do for yourself is write the agribusiness and write your learning form. Write agribusiness and write your learning form. Then you're a poultry farming. How do you want to learn poultry farming? Physical training, online training, coaching group. Then you also now the last question I want you to ask yourself on your learning form is, which is the best? Read through the example again. If you need to pause it so you can read it yourself, please do that. If you remember through reading, then look for books. If you learn with what happens around you, you need physical training. If you remember through what you see, then an online course is better for you. If you prefer group learning, join a coaching group. I will explain this. So if you're someone that when you read, you remember, then look for ebooks around agri businesses that you need. Look for ebooks ebooks will do everything for you. Hard books, ebooks, anything books. Now, if you're somebody that what happens around you is what you use in remembering things, then look out for physical trainings, look out for farm tours, agribusiness tours, look out for physical internship programs with the agribusiness of your interest. That means what you need is physical training. Now, if you're somebody that what you see is what you like to implement, you're somebody that let somebody do. They do A, you want to do your own. They do B, you want to do your, then you need an online course, because online courses gives you that luxury of time. So if the person puts his own seed, you pause the video, put your own seed, play the video, watch the person the next thing, you go and do the next. If you're somebody that kind of thing works for you, that's the kind of learning system you want, then online course is the best fit for you. Then if you're somebody that you need motivators, like you want to be hearing that, this person says, so I planted my seeds today, so then you need a group, like a coaching group where there are other people who are learning. So you can have like a WhatsApp group, so you are motivated about it. So now ask yourself, which is your best learning form? Write it. Your second best learning form and your third best learning form. So just have the three learning forms you would prefer to learn from. It's important you consider this, because it will help you in starting your business. It will help you in starting your business. It will help you in selecting your business, because there are some businesses that there are already online courses available for them, and there are businesses that online courses are not available. businesses that okay, their books are available everywhere for them. So there are businesses that books are not there. Now, why this is so important for you to know before you start an agribusiness is so that you begin to ask yourself which of these resources is well available for me for the agribusiness I want to start. So that is why this is important. Now, the ninth consideration. The ninth consideration is your risk level. How you handle risk is important for the type of business as we associate every business with risk. Example, farming takes a bigger risk because of climatic conditions, diseases, pests, and even access to markets through logistics. Processing business can face stock spoilage, wrong mixtures, no market, spoiled packaging, and services have the issue of low or no impact and feedback. Let me explain this in simple terms for those who don't understand. Like, what is your risk level? Are you somebody that if 100 beds die today, you too you visit the hospital? Are you somebody that if all your products, your spices or your turmeric flour start spoiling, you're already killing yourself? Your risk level is important for the kind of business you want to do. If you're a big risk taker, you can go ahead to do farming business because if situations happens that you have to lose your fishes, you have to lose your birds, you are going to be there on that business. Now, looking at your risk level, now what agribusiness is coming to your mind? That, guy, this is business to do. Babe, this is actually the business to do because this is the business. As we are talking, as you're listening to me now, there's this business that's coming to your mind that, that is the business for you. Then please write it down. Write it down because your risk level is something you should not play with. You should consider this. If you don't have a big risk level, if you have money to lose, like if you lose the money you're about to use and start your agribusiness now, will you die? If you will die, please look for short-term businesses, look for businesses with lower risk, marketing. You know that if you market and the people do not buy, the only thing you lost is data and you are living your life. Do you understand? Transport money. It's not that you now be running a business that you have buy product and keep people will not buy, you now start crying. Do you get? Or you're running all this business of okay, a typical business. You're doing buns, you're doing cake, you're doing wheat cake, different type of cake, and then that day nobody comes to your shop to buy. Wow. If you want to do food businesses and you start asking yourself your risk level is important. By risk level now, you now begin to know, are you the person that wants to cook your food and keep? When people come, you want and give them. Or do you want to do when the order is when the order pay you, you will now go and cook the food for them? Because these things are also determinant of your risk level. There's a function of your risk level. So from your risk, as I'm talking now, businesses are dropping your eye. This is business. This business is better for you. The risk in this business is not too much. Write it down. The businesses that you seem like you can manage the risk, write it down. If you have your priority, like this is the most business that comes to my mind. This is the business that comes to my mind first. Put that as number one, number two, number three, and other businesses that come to your mind. The last consideration is your ROI speed delivery. See, if your returns are needed in a hurry, then you should look for businesses built for your duration or less. This thing also has to do for someone who wants to go into investment. They will tell you what is your speed level. Are you someone that wants to see returns in 1 month? Are you someone that wants to see returns in 2 months? You want to see returns in 3 months? Are you someone that you can wait for 2 years before you see your return? The fastest way of making money is marketing and agricultural commodity building. Some farming like vegetables have quick money too. Same with some beyond farming agribusinesses. But the truth is, when you want to go deep down, so production businesses that have timeline, and the kind of businesses you should just wake up one morning and start doing because their speed delivery is not as fast as you think. Some of these businesses take 4 months because you see your product available. Some businesses take 2 days. If you're marketing, it takes 2 days. If you market well and you see your customer, you deliver, put money in your hand. So speed delivery is very, very important. Do you want speed? Do you want everyday turnover? Do you want timely turnover based on when your product is ready? Family will work for you. Some production businesses will take you maybe 2-3 weeks for production of that particular product. Some production take you like 4 days, and then processing takes another 2 days, and at the end of the 1 week before the product is ready, and then you know you can sell this product in another 2 days. These are questions you start asking yourself. Start looking at like, how quick do I want this money? Like, do I want this money like today, tomorrow, or is it something I actually have to wait? And look through into your agribusiness. Which agribusiness is telling you that I will give you speed delivery if you are somebody who wants speed delivery. Write it down. Write it down. But before that, the first thing I even want you to write is, what is your delivery? Do you want quick money? Do you want money in every 3 to 4 months? Do you want money every 1 year? What's your speed? Do you want massive? Like, I want massive speed. Write it. I want money every day. Write it down. Now, money every day. Which of these agri business can give you money every day? Write it. Start looking at it. If more agri business are coming to your idea, think through it. Think through it, because if you don't consider your speed delivery, you'll be forcing your business to produce what it cannot produce. You'll be forcing money out of your business. Now, check the we have come to the end of the 10 considerations. So now let's look through at them. Check them. Check the repetitive business ideas. What's that business idea that in the 10 considerations you mentioned them? Now, the most repetitive business are more likely, you are more likely to succeed in the most repetitive business. Then you can go ahead to the next course on planning your agri business. You can begin to plan your agri business if you already have your plan set up. If you need help, then you look for a course on planning your agri business. If one or more ideas are repetitive, you can take a further step to take another course on what agri business to start. So there's a course on what agri business to start. So you can also look at that. Don't forget to give a review about this class. What do you think about this class? Did this class solve your problem? If you solve your problem, please recommend this course to anybody you know that's trying to start an agri business. And yes, I forgot to say this. So if you want me to also help you look at your review, you can send me an email. You can send me an email on Aniangolu Lucy, ANIAGOLU lucy@gmail.com, or you can send me a WhatsApp message, like type all these your answers and send it to me as a WhatsApp message on 070-388-38948. So give me the feedback of your class, tell me how the class was for you, and then show me the work you've been able to do and what you feel is the agri business for you, especially if after doing this test you still having some like little hitches, you've been able to drop down to 3 business. You then don't know. You can send me this your answers and I'll look through there and I'll give you a free consultation call, maybe 10 minutes consultation call, so we can address your solutions. With that, I am Lucy Choma Aniangolu and I'm your agri business evangelist. Thank you for coming to this class.